Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Gina, and on this channel I talk all things sewing and dressmaking. In today's video I am going to be sharing some summer sewing plans with you all. I have been gathering lots of inspiration from Pinterest, from ready-to-wear designer brands, from Instagram, and matching them with sewing patterns and ideas with fabrics. So I'm going to be showing you all of these looks that I want to recreate this summer. I'm not sure if I'll get all of them done because I am sewing a wedding dress this year, so we'll see how we go. The list keeps getting longer, but I'm really inspired by all of these project ideas, and I hope you are too. All of the patterns and fabrics that I share today I will link in the description box below, and if you have any questions at all, please do pop a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But anyway, let's get started and get inspired by Pinterest for some summer sewing. You have probably heard of the Daily Sleeper Atlanta dress. These dresses have been around for maybe 4 years. Every single summer they come back. They're mega popular. So I have a particular one that I've had saved for a while, and I have the perfect fabric to recreate it. I have this really gorgeous viscose linen fabric that I picked up at the Stitch Festival in London. This is from Fabric Godmother. Now, stupidly, I only picked up a metre of this, so I've just had to order another metre to recreate this dress, otherwise it's not going to work. Hopefully 2 meters is going to be enough, but I think this would be really perfect for recreating this dress. I'm actually going to use the pattern that I'm wearing right now, which is this one. This is M7946. This pattern is actually gathered in using elastic originally, but lots of people have made it using shearing. It's very easy to adapt it to be sheared. So I'm going to make this version here, view C, with the long sleeves to recreate my dress, but I'm not having a ruffle on the bottom. I'm just going to leave it long and simple. I know these dresses are probably a little bit overdone, but honestly, I have this dress in my wardrobe and something similar to a sheer dress that I reach for every single summer. They're constantly on rotation in my wardrobe, so I really want to make another one because I just know it's going to get so much wear. The next look I'm going to recreate is one that I've actually done before. If you've been around here for a long time, you may remember that a few years ago I made a set for my sister. It was in a red gingham fabric with an elasticated top and a matching elasticated skirt. My sister sent me a picture of a Maria de la Orden dress, which is gorgeous. It's got a high neck, sheared bodice. I don't know if it's sheared or smocked. You can't really tell from the pictures. I guess it's proper smocking. However, when I recreated it, I used elastic channels, but it was really fiddly to do it this way. I've been thinking about that outfit ever since I made it. One of my biggest regrets is giving it to my sister. I should have kept it for myself, but I didn't. So I really want to make that outfit again. I absolutely loved it. It's so cute. And I've had this fabric in my stash for ages, and I've seen a version of that dress by the designer in a very similar fabric to this, and it's really cute. So I think this will work very well. I've had this for years. I can't remember who it's from, but it's a linen mix fabric. I think it's got a little bit of polyester in it. It's a beautiful pink and white candy stripe print. It's got a lovely texture to it, a good amount of drape, and I think it will shear in really well. I'm hoping second time round this set will be a lot easier to recreate, because the last one took me a long time and I haven't got that kind of time at the moment, so wish me luck. And the next dress I want to recreate is a House of CB Milkmaid dress, and actually a dress that I've made before. I have a Milkmaid dress by Lydia Naomi that I wear so much. I have an unhealthy obsession with it. Every single time I can wear that dress, I'm grabbing it. So I really want to make that again. The House of CB dresses seem to come back every summer, this Milkmaid style dress. So I think if I make one this summer, I'm definitely going to be wearing it for a long time. And I picked up this really beautiful fabric in the Fabric Godmother sale a couple of weeks ago. It's a viscose crepe in this peachy, pinky, dusky shade. It's really lovely. I very rarely see this shade of pink, so I was drawn to it straight away, and it's got this really gorgeous print of vintage style roses on it. As you can see, it's got a really, really lovely drape. I only got 2.5 meters of this though, and I was really hoping to do the exact same version of my original Milkmaid dress, which has a gathered skirt, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to squeeze that out of this. We will have to see. I'll do some pattern Tetris and try to make it work. I couldn't rate that pattern enough though. I love that dress. Fortunately, it doesn't fit me anymore, which is why I'm sewing another version of that one, because I can't keep walking around with it falling down all the time. So the next thing from my Pinterest board that I really want to recreate is an Abercrombie dress. These dresses are everywhere at the moment. I absolutely love them. They're very kind of simple everyday dresses with puffed sleeves. They've got some gathering detail over the bodice and then a gathered skirt with a ruffle at the bottom. I have the perfect pattern to recreate it as well. This is M8282 and I have actually made this not that long ago. I made a white version of this and I have worn it pretty much twice a week since I made it. The only thing that stops me from wearing it is it's white. I have 3 young children and white is not the most practical colour to wear around my kids. I also rushed that version of it a little bit, so the fit isn't that great. So I have some more fabric that I really want to use to make another version of that dress because I just wear it all the time. I have this beautiful lime green linen from Rainbow Fabrics. This was gifted to me as part of their affiliate program. I will pop my code on the screen. It gives you 20% off everything on the Rainbow Fabrics website. I believe this is still in stock, so I'll pop a link down below. I know the code looks a little bit rude, but at least it's memorable. I do receive a small commission if you use that code, so if you want to shop with it, I really appreciate it and really appreciate you supporting my sewing content. But back to the dress. I have already started on this project because I was wearing the white dress and I thought I must make another version of it. But this time I'm going to do it ever so slightly differently. I've noticed that a few of the Abercrombie dresses actually have pleating on the bodice. So I started doing my bodice with a little bit of pleating. I also sized down because I found mine was really, really roomy. So I'm hoping this time round it will be a much better fit and the gathering that you have across the bodice on this pattern here will sit a lot nicer if it's pleated. I might tack it down in a couple of places as well because I do find on my white one, it moves around, it rides up, and by the end of the day, it looks a little bit out of place. So I want to keep this beautiful detail as good at the beginning of the day as it is at the end of the day as well. I'll keep you posted as to whether or not that works. Another linen project and another linen from Rainbow Fabrics next. I have saved all over my Pinterest board and Instagram these really laid back linen trousers that everyone seems to be wearing this year. They are verging on the brink of looking like pajama trousers, but anything that's really comfortable, i.e. secret pajamas, is right up my street. I live for comfort these days, especially during that time of the month when you're super, super bloated and you just want something really slouchy and comfortable, but not wear joggers. So I really, really want to make a nice pair of those style trousers. I've got this gorgeous blue linen, slightly heavier weight than the last linen, so I think this will work really, really well for trousers. It's got a good amount of structure to it. The pattern I'm going to be using is a new one from Simplicity. This is S9956. And it's definitely got that laid back slouchy vibe that I'm looking for, the secret pajama look. The trousers are really wide. They've got an extra panel here as well to give them a bit more width, which is super cool. And it's got an elasticated waist with a drawstring and these big pockets on the side. They do look like they're either a mid-rise or a low-rise on the model. So I'll have to check that out because I'm definitely a high-rise kind of girl, but it's very easy to adapt the waistline on trousers. What it's not easy to do is get the right fit on the seat. I have a lot of junk in the trunk and I haven't made trousers for a very long time for that reason. I find fitting trousers such a headache, but I really want to get back into making some because I miss wearing trousers. I'm always in dresses because of my big booty. So that's my mission this summer, to try and get this pattern to fit me right, no hungry bum. And if I can nail it, then I want to make a version just like the ones on the envelope as well, because I love the stripes. So I am a massive fan of Free People. I'm always scouting their website for sewing inspiration. And the other day I came across a very interesting dress. It's a strapless dress with a basque waist and a gathered skirt. Sounds simple, but the bodice of the dress is actually jersey and the skirt is cotton. So you've got a stretch mixed with a woven. But I was thinking about it, and what a genius idea, because you get the lovely comfort of wearing jersey on the top with the volume and drama of a cotton skirt on the bottom. So I'm going to try to recreate this dress at some point. I'm going to self-draft it because I think it should be relatively easy to do. Famous last words. And the fabric that I'm going to use is one that I've used before. I bought a ribbed jersey fabric from the New Craft House last year to make a simplicity dress. And I used pink on the top and red on the bottom. And I love how that colour block dress looks. Obviously, the silhouette of the dress is very much a night out type of dress. It's not very practical for every day. So I want to make an everyday version of that dress colour-wise. So I'm going to order the same pink jersey that I used for that dress for the bodice of this one. And then I've got some red lightweight cotton in my stash, which I can use for the skirt, which I think will look really fun, that kind of colour block effect, and it will be a little bit different. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial for that dress. Like I said, I'm hoping it should be quite easy to put together, but we shall see. This is a new pattern from McCall's. It's M8507. I absolutely fell in love with this dress because it looks like another Free People dress that I've seen, which is stunning. It's got this deep plunging neckline. This version here has grown on sleeves with elasticated cuffs, and then it's got elastic around the waistline as well. So really comfy to wear. I did actually start making this version here when we were in the middle of the heat wave, but that heat wave lasted about 5 minutes. So I've put that on pause until the weather warms up, and I really want to make this version here because I think it will get a lot of wear because it's got sleeves, so it's a bit more practical. Now, fabric wise, I have this really, really beautiful yellow cotton gauze in my stash, but I really struggle with the colour yellow. I'm trying to find my perfect shade. I dyed my hair a little bit darker recently, so I'm wondering if I can pull it off. I'm not 100% sure though. I need to think about it. If I can, I think I'm going to use this for this pattern, but if not, I am going to hunt for a corally, pinky linen fabric, or maybe like a really rich azure blue linen fabric would be stunning for that pattern as well. But it looks like it will come together really, really easily, so hopefully this project won't take me too long. So last but certainly not least, I have shared this dress pattern before, but I'm going to share it again because it's so gorgeous. I have had a dress from the designer Khaite saved for the longest time. This dress is exquisite. But as with most designs by Khaite, it is really, 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 really expensive. So I have been dying for a pattern that is similar. I wasn't really sure how to create the dress myself. It's like it was meant to be because Simplicity recently brought out this pattern here. This is S9949. It has halter straps and it has this beautiful fit and flare skirt. It is stunning. The length is amazing. I really love this version here on the envelope as well, but it just looks so expensive, high-end designer. It's gorgeous and it's a perfect match for the Khaite dress. So the fabric I have chosen for this project was one my mum kindly bought for me when she went to one of the sewing shows last year. This is an incredible 100% linen from Roy's Material World. It's a chocolate brown shade and the quality is amazing. This is a proper linen. It's not washed or anything, so you can see it hasn't got a drape. It's quite heavy, it's got a lot of structure to it, which is just what I need for that pattern. So I think this will be absolutely perfect. I also think a simple brown dress is such a nice alternative to black. I have actually never made this shape of dress before, so I'm not entirely sure it's actually going to suit me or how it's going to turn out. I will definitely be toiling this, but if it turns out the way that I'm imagining it in my head, this should be really, really beautiful and look so, so expensive. I'm excited for this project. I'm going to be sewing this pretty soon and filming it for an upcoming video, so stay tuned to see how it turns out. Fingers crossed. So that's all the projects I have to share. That was actually way more than I thought I had planned, and it's all feeling quite unrealistic now. So that was 8 projects in total. Let's see how many I can actually complete. If I get to 50%, I will be happy. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, if you wanted to see sew-alongs for any of these projects, then please do let me know and I will get them filmed. Full disclaimer, sewing and creating content for simplicity and also filming for this YouTube channel is now my full-time job. So I do have a lot of sewing time during the day. I just wanted to share that so you don't think I'm just on some manic sewing spree. I have the time, I have the resources, and I have the need for those pieces in my wardrobe as well. But I really hope you enjoyed watching this Sew the Look style video and got inspired to recreate some Pinterest looks of your own. Please do let me know if you enjoyed it down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and joining me for today's video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already and would like to see more content from me. But that's everything from me today. I will see you in next week's video. Take care and happy sewing. Bye.